So if you had some money, what would you do?
I just want to be able to experience things. I just want to be free. Hi. I paid $400 and it was never applied to my balance. Sorry, how much interest is being added a month?
How are you?
I need a real job, just to like pay my loans.
Emily, yo. Let me hook you up.
Monsieur driver license.
In the next hour, you will make 200 cash, but you will have to do something illegal. You won't be in danger, but you will be breaking the law.
Yo, you gonna pay for that?
Sorry?
I said, are you gonna pay for that?
My God. Sorry, man.
Tomorrow, you have the option to do another job, okay?
What do I have to do? You make that much selling TVs.
Sometimes TVs, sometimes other things.
You could show me how to do it.
None of this is safe. But if you listen to exactly what I say, you'll be fine.
Hello? Yeah, it's still available. 1 second.
Yeah? You're scared of me?
Yes. Hey. Get out of the car! We're serious people. They should be scared of us.
Pull over!
You told me it was a one-time thing with her.
I want my cut.
I just want everything!
People just keep taking from you until you make the goddamn rules yourself. Wait! You know what my mistake really was? I didn't go far enough.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. I hope everybody enjoyed Monday's vlog, where I detailed the beautiful wedding from this past weekend of my great friends, Marsha and Mark. If you haven't checked that out, please do. But today we are going to get into another movie review, and this time we're going to be reviewing the Aubrey Plaza-led Emily the Criminal. So, I had seen a preview for Emily the Criminal like maybe a couple of months back, and it looked intriguing to me. I understand the concept has been done before, so basically Aubrey Plaza plays Emily. You know, she's riddled with student debt, working a catering job to make ends meet off the books, and you know, she's just looking for a way to pay off the debt, pay off the student debt, and you know, get back on her feet and get like a real job. So we can all relate to that. I mean, come on, who can't relate to that? Millions of people are dealing with student debt right now, and just trying to find a way to make ends meet. So it's a real world problem, and so basically she meets this guy. So her friend Javier in the movie, who's one of her co-workers, gives her the number to this guy named Youssef, who is part of a credit card scamming scheme. So basically, what they would do is they have they're called dummy shoppers. So dummy shoppers are people who, in that world, are people who go into stores and purchase high-end stuff with stolen credit card numbers. Also a real thing. It's I saw a special on Vice recently that dealt with that. So she becomes a dummy shopper, and then eventually she gets good at it. They tell her the rules. Don't go to the same store in twice a week. And don't go to the same store more than twice a week, because then they're going to get suspicious and everything like that. And don't, you got a certain time window to do this, because if you don't do it within that certain window, things that they're gonna start the employees of the store are gonna start to get suspicious. So they explain all the rules to her and everything like that. So she pulls off her first purchase and only makes $200 for her first purchase. And I'm assuming $200 is more than she sees at her regular catering job. So then, what do you call it? Then, it slowly progresses. She slowly gets into the game deeper and deeper. Then it goes from dummy shopping to buying a car in the same way that I just explained. And people are starting to catch on to her, like, what the hell is going on? So she gets into some trouble with the organization that she's working for, doing the jobs for, and eventually, it's a weird movie though, because you think that's what's gonna happen, like something's gonna happen to her, but all the time while she's doing this, she's still working her regular job, to kind of throw everybody off, and still looking for a better paying job. She has a friend that says that she can get her a job interning at a fashion company, but what do you call it? Like they do background checks, and they found out that she also has a criminal past. That she was convicted of a felony assault, and companies don't want to hire people that have a felony assault on their record, regardless of circumstance. So that's also a relatable thing. So at first, okay, so she gets she goes to apply for a job at a bank, and the HR person that's hiring her is asking her, do you have any prior convictions that we need to know about? And then she says no, and then he's like, oh, are you sure about that? And then what do you call it? And then she's like, what do you mean am I sure about that? I just told you I don't. And then he's like, okay, well, we have all your information that you were convicted of a prior assault. And then she gets all mouthy with him, and saying, oh, that why the fuck do you need to know about my felony assaults? And he said, oh, if you need you could have just been truthful with me in the beginning, and maybe I could have worked with you, which is like it's yeah. No, that's actually a good thing, because even if somebody's willing to hire you, if you're truthful about what went on in your past, and they're still willing to give you a chance because of that, that's commendable. But she got mouthy. Emily got mouthy with them, and that didn't work out. Then fast forward, like I said, she meets her friend, I guess like maybe college friend at a bar in the town that they're in, and her friend was like, oh, I can get you a job with the company that I'm interning in. She works for like a fashion company, but Emily keeps asking her friend about the interview, but she keeps saying, oh, I need more time to get you it, and this, that, and the other. So she's kind of giving her the runaround, and while she's giving her the runaround, Emily's still doing her little side hustle, so yeah, like okay, so definitely at the definitely toward the middle of the movie, she finally gets her the interview, and Emily is asking, how much does the job pay or whatever, because she said that she'll get out of the game that she's doing, you know, with dummy shopping and all of that stuff, and credit card fraud and all that. She says she'll get out of that game if she finds it a well enough paying job. So she's asking the person that's interviewing her, played by Gina Gershon. Haven't seen it. Nice to see her back on screen again. What do you call it? So she's asking her like how much does the job pay? And then the hiring the person who runs the company goes on to explain to her that it doesn't really pay at first because it's an interning job. You know, if you intern well, then we'll start paying you. But of course, knowing Emily, you know, sharp tongue, sharp mouth, doesn't want to hear that, and you know they get into a tiff, and it's just crazy. So she continues her side. You know, she knows that that this trying to get a real job isn't going to work out, so she continues her side hustle. But in the process of continuing her side hustle, she gets good at it. So then she gets caught up in the game with the organization that she's working for, and it turns out, you know, the Yusef's older brother doesn't think he has what it takes to kind of, you know, get to higher ranks in the organization. You know, Yusef is kind of a low level guy, you know, that does the dummy shopping. He doesn't do like the big drug runs and all that. So, and his brother doesn't think he has what it takes. So you know, throughout the movie, you know, as Emily and Yusef are working together, Emily starts to fall for him, and you know they do their thing and all that, and they kind of start working together, and then you know toward the end, Yusef finds out that his brother has stolen all the money that he made with credit cards and everything. Finds out that he stole it from him. So then you know, Emily's like, hey, no, gotta go get it back or whatever, because Yusef is trying to buy his own apartment. It's a really nice apartment, trying to furnish it up and buy it, and Emily wants to know, like, he's been trying to buy the apartment for a long time, it seems. So she's wondering why he hasn't bought it, and it turns out that that his brother has stole all the money from him, and now his brother is trying to go up the grid. But Emily, being the determined person that she is, helps Yusef find the guy, find her brother, and they go to get the money back. So then what do you call it? So then there's like this big standoff at the end and all that, and Emily ends up finding the money that Yusef's brother stole from him, and you know takes it. But in the process, Yusef unfortunately passes away. And then at the end you see Emily passing on all the knowledge that Yusef gave her to a new crop of people, yeah, that's pretty much the movie, man. And I know I just spoiled the crap out of it, but still, definitely go see it. It is a very, very action. It's a thriller. It's action. It's everything, man. Aubrey Plaza does a hell of a job, and I know personally quite a few friends that could have played the role of Emily very well. So yeah, no, definitely go check it out. It's on theaters now. It's on demand now, and it's still in some theaters. If you're still a fan of watching movies in theaters, it's still in some theaters now. Try and find it, whether it's on demand or in theaters, because it's a really good movie and it's well worth it. So definitely check it out. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this edition of the Classic Chronicles. Like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a video, which I forgot to mention in my last video. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.